friends of the Albuquerque Public Library. My name is Shauna, and I am here to tempt you to write your novel this month. You might be asking, why am I going to write a novel this month? And let me tell you that there is a whole tradition of writing your novel in November. It is called National Novel Writing Month. The goal is to write 50,000 words in 30 days, and people from all over the world do it every year, so you know it can be done, even though it seems like a really ambitious goal. So I'm gonna let you talk to my friend Laura. She's gonna start telling you how to get going.
If you try NaNoWriMo, you'll find you have access to lots of help, both online and at the library. For example, if the story isn't working out, maybe you should try a different perspective.
How do I know you can write your novel in 30 days? Well, I know that anything I can do, you can do too. And look, here is my certificate for 50,000 words that I wrote in 2009. That was a very long time ago, but I did it, and they set you some really easy goals. You just have to try and make 1,667 words a day to get to 50,000 words by the end of the month. The goal is to just keep writing. You're just going to put the words on the page. You're not going to correct or delete or edit. You're not going to worry about how good it is. You're just going to sit down and write.
Write fearlessly, although it is a little hard to write holding the hero pose.
So some writers have used the month of November to write a whole novel, and some have just used it to work on things already in progress. However you want to get to your 50,000 words is fine. It's just fun to sit down and write. And we think that 2020 is the perfect year for you to stay home and write your novel.
You can travel to worlds of imagination, but if you get lost in the story, retrace your steps, figure out where things went wrong. Don't think about it too hard, just keep writing.
While you're writing this month, I am going to recommend that you make sure to check out the NaNoWriMo website because it is chock full of resources for your writing. I like to read the weekly author talks. They're pep talks from authors like Erin Morgenstern and Kevin Kwan. It's really cool. They have online forums where you can ask questions. The municipal liaisons are there. They're going to be setting up virtual writing events for you to participate in with things like word sprints, which I think sounds really cool. And then also you can look up stuff like story ideas and world building in the prep section. And all this help should help you settle down to just the one job that's your job this month, which is to just sit down, get those words on the page. And if after all this help, you still have some qualms, there's a lot of random stuff online you can check out too. Like, I want to tell you that don't be ashamed to use a plot generator. I used one and it was really fun.
Steampunk. Maybe your story should be steampunk.
Okay, so I'd like to reassure you one more time that 50,000 words in 1 month is a totally realistic goal. And I'm going to introduce you to 3 successful writers who parlayed their 50,000 words into some serious monetary rewards.
Would your story be improved by a short order chef from outer space?
So the first writer we're going to talk about today is Marissa Meyer, and I am totally blown away by her achievement. In 2008, she wrote not 1, not 2, but all 3 of her Lunar Chronicle trilogy books in 1 month. So granted, after the month was over, she still had to do some serious revisions and kind of rewrite it from the ground up. But NaNoWriMo that month gave her a roadmap to one of the most beloved teen series of the past decade.
Does your story need more dragons? Does your story have too many dragons?
Oh, hey, you're back. I was just using that time to listen to an audiobook by our second writer, Dorinda Jones. Dorinda Jones is the author of the hugely popular Charlie Davidson series. It is set in New Mexico. She's a local writer, so we can all bask vicariously in her success. But besides being a successful author, she is also an inspiration to aspiring writers to keep going. She started doing NaNoWriMo in 2005, but didn't actually get published until 2011. So it's a reminder to never give up.
If you're stuck in your writing, why not try reading for relaxation and enjoyment? Did you know the library has books? Lots of books. Or magazines, movies, ebooks. We've got it all. We've even got books about writing books. So stop by your library. We've got a helpful information sheet and a word count calendar so you can get started writing. Or visit us online.
So you might have already heard of our third author, Hugh Howie. He had a big sci-fi success in 2013 with the Wool Omnibus. Hugh Howie is an example of an author using NaNoWriMo to hone their craft and to not write a traditional novel. When he went in to work on Wool, it was his third NaNoWriMo project. He'd won 2 times before, but he found himself he had a novelette called Wool. He wanted to continue it, but he didn't have the meat of the novel. So instead, he decided to work in the system and write 2 stories in the universe and expand the universe rather than try and force a novel. So it just shows you that with Nano, you can do a whole lot of things. I mean, you don't have to feel stuck with a certain structure.
So, thanks for watching. Now, get writing!
Okay, we hope that our talk has inspired you to take the first step in your NaNoWriMo adventure. Go out there and show 2020 who's boss with a writing victory.